The second day of the Sri Lanka Investment Forum 2021 got underway this morning. The three-day event organised by the Board of Investment, the Ceylon Chamber of Commerce and the Colombo Stock Exchange is billed as Asia's first and largest virtual forum to attract foreign investments. Inaugurating the second day, Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa invited potential investors to select Sri Lanka as their investment destination.
ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ වර්ධන වේගය වේගවත් කළ යුතු බව අපි හැමෝම පිළිගන්නවා. ඒ සඳහා ප්‍රාග්ධන ආයෝජන සැලකිය යුතු ලෙස පුළුල් කිරීමට අවශ්‍යයි. යටිතල පහසුකම් සංවර්ධනයට මෙන්ම ආර්ථිකයේ නිෂ්පාදිතධාරිතාවය පුළුල් කිරීම සඳහා වැඩි ආයෝජනයක් අවශ්‍ය බවද අපි දන්නවා. ඒ සඳහා රජයේ ප්‍රාග්ධන වියදම් වැඩසටහන් අඛණ්ඩව සිදු කිරීමට අපි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා. ඒ අතරම ආයෝජනීය ඉහළ නැංවීමේ ක්‍රියාවලියේදී රජයේ විශාල කාර්යභාරයක් ඉටු කිරීමට බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා. නව පෝට් සිටි නගරය පදනම් කොටගෙන ඊළඟ අවුරුදු 5 තුලදී අප රට තුළට අවම වශයෙන් ඇමරිකානු ඩොලර් බිලියන 15ක පමණ ආයෝජන ආකර්ෂණය කර ගැනීමට අපි දැන් කටයුතු කරගෙන යනවා. ඒ සඳහා අවශ්‍ය නීතිමය සහ ව්‍යාපාර කිරීමේ පහසුතා රාමුව අද වෙන විටත් නව 50ක් වලින් අප ස්ථාපනය කරලා තියෙනවා. ඒ හරහා කොවිඩ් වසංගත මැදේ වුවද අප රටේ හැරවුම් ලක්ෂයක් සනිටුහන් කරවීමට අපට හැකි වනු ඇතැයි අප විශ්වාස කරනවා. Our government has already started to put a number of measures in place that would make Sri Lanka an attractive country for investors from all around the world. These measures are aimed at ensuring that both local and foreign investors will be able to establish profitable ventures without unnecessary barriers. In this background, we eagerly invite you to select Sri Lanka as your investment destination of choice.
Despite the restrictions due to the COVID-19 pandemic, Sri Lanka has committed to continuing the building of necessary infrastructure and service facilities for the industrial and business advancement, which is a significant prerequisite for external and internal economic partnerships. Sri Lanka's major development projects and infrastructure projects were not delayed due to the pandemic, and also the health and safety of the workers have never been compromised. To maintain the economic momentum, the Sri Lankan strategy has given due focus to preserve the Sri Lankan identity in the international market, where plantation and agricultural sectors are functioning under strict health guidelines. In this regard, Sri Lanka has special consideration for identical Sri Lankan agriculture products such as tea and spices. Sri Lanka, being a centrally situated country in the Indian Ocean, understand the value of sea transportation, backloading operations and re-exports. Also, we value the expectations of the friendly foreign countries worldwide and their necessity of providing uninterrupted sea transportation of goods and supplies, in which Sri Lanka plays a vital role.
In the meantime, addressing the forum yesterday, Chairman of the Ceylon Chamber of Commerce, Dr. Hans Vijay Surya, expressed confidence that Sri Lanka will be Asia's next growth haven.
As the Asian growth wave continues to build momentum, we are confident that Sri Lanka, uniquely located as the gateway to South Asia, will indeed be Asia's next growth haven. Sri Lanka envisions a doubling of its economy over the next decade and has felt a clear commitment to growth through its investment and tax policies. In focus then will be the management and expansion of the fiscal space and the calibration of growth versus debt alongside deficits management, importantly through a confluence of domestic productivity initiatives and external sector policies. The repatriation experience of foreign investors has been unblemished, as has been the honouring of the 25 over investment protection agreements to which Sri Lanka is a signatory. Sri Lanka takes head-on with commitment from the highest levels of government the lagging indicators within the ease of doing business index. Sri Lanka's legal reforms extend beyond process acceleration alone. Mature frameworks encompassing intellectual property, electronic transactions and cyber laws have been in place for several years, while the establishment of data protection and privacy frameworks to support digital ecosystems of the future are imminent.
Also speaking at the forum yesterday, Chairman of the Colombo Stock Exchange, Dumit Fernando, insisted that foreign investor participation at the Colombo Bourse is not difficult.
CSE has performed quite well relative to emerging and frontier markets. It has rebounded strongly since the depths of the pandemic, and the policy environment in the country has been conducive to strong valuations. Since the pandemic, the market is up 60%, and this year the market is up 8.3% and showing pretty robust momentum. The Colombo Stock Exchange is actually very easy for foreign investors to participate in. The tax environment for investing, there is zero capital gains tax for local and foreign investors. And for foreign investors, you have a zero tax on dividends as well. We were swift to move towards digitalization to enable the CSE to operate under any circumstances. If you look at the liquidity profile of the Colombo Stock Exchange, it has grown rapidly over the last 2 years. The liquidity levels 3 to 5 years ago, the market is trading at almost 5 times that. The market has been doing $23 million a day of average daily turnover in 2021. That's more than double last year's figure of about 10 million. And what's interesting here is also the number of stocks that are doing high volume. 3 to 5 years ago, you had between 8 and 14 companies who traded over $100,000 a day. Today, you have 37 companies trading at that level. In the Sri Lankan capital market, I believe you will see a market that is going to outperform, not in terms of just valuations, but in terms of the rollout of new products and how you can actually participate in a much more holistic manner than hopefully many other markets have been able to do.
Glow and handsome. AAT multivitamin සහ UV filters දෙගුණයකින් වැඩි දීප්තියක් ලබා දෙයි.
මුණ ගැන හිතන්න. හිරු කිරණින් ආරක්ෂා කරගන්න.